Hi, this is Arnav. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to discuss about Ethereum. Basically, what the fuck is Ethereum? Most people think that Ethereum is just another cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, but it's actually much more than that. So that's what I'll try to clear in this video. What is Ethereum? What was the vision behind creating Ethereum? And where is Ethereum headed in the future? So Ethereum was created by Vitalik Buterin, and the motivation behind creating Ethereum was that many people were interested in the blockchain technology that powered Bitcoin, and they were building their own applications on top of blockchain. Maybe they were creating their own blockchains, or they were building on top of Bitcoin's blockchain. So they were creating interesting applications like decentralized selling marketplace, or other decentralized applications like maybe a decentralized gaming platform, a decentralized crypto asset based platform. So what Vitalik Buterin had thought was like, why not create a system that helped such people? So people who needed miners for their blockchain, for their consensus, and for verifying transactions, and a community, maybe an initial set of users. So that was the main idea. Although it was pitched as just another cryptocurrency sort of in his white paper, but still that was a motivation behind creating Ethereum. So yeah, that's the motivation part. So how does Ethereum actually work, and how it is different from Bitcoin, and how does the Ethereum's blockchain system work? So in the case of Bitcoin is just used for the transactional use case, and for the financial use case, and what's written down in Bitcoin's blockchain is the transaction records. So say I transfer $20 to someone Joe, so that's written down in the Bitcoin's blockchain. But in the case of Ethereum's blockchain, there is this concept of smart contracts, and a smart contract can also participate in transactions. It can also send and receive ether. And so what happens in an Ethereum blockchain is that the miners, they run something called an EVM, which is an Ethereum virtual machine, which is an OS to run smart contracts. And so so like I'll just show you some graphics. So say this is a normal case, a normal blockchain in which there are certain people who are sending money, and there is this person saying that, hey, I'm going to make this transaction, and everyone writes there on their blockchain. So say we have this blockchain which exists, and like all the blocks, there's blocks that are linked and they form the blockchain, and all the transactions are written down here. And so Ethereum is more like a world computer. So this is what is an Ethereum. And so that what's in the Ethereum blockchain is that we have people as well as smart contracts. So that's what's present in an Ethereum blockchain. And like I told you that in an Ethereum blockchain, people as well as smart contracts. So these are smart contracts that are code which are similar to, which have the same functionality as a normal human in the Ethereum network. They can also send and receive ether, and ether is analogous to Bitcoin. So basically the cryptocurrency of the Ethereum network is ether. And so that is what is the thing with Ethereum. And in order to say get stuff done on the network, you need to pay a price, and that price is paid through ether, which is a cryptocurrency. Okay, so now so if we understand what is a smart contract, I'll try to explain the benefit of a smart contract through an example. So say me and one of my friend, we engage in a bet that we'll try to predict the weather for tomorrow. So if the weather is say sunny, I will get $100, and if the weather is rainy, my friend will get $100. So what happens is that so there are three possibilities that we can do. First is that I trust my friend, and so basically whoever wins, say when it's sunny, my friend will give me $100, and if it's rainy, I'll give $100. But this is not a good system for placing a bet, because I can say no, I am not going to give you $100. So the second thing is that what we can do is maybe we can go to another friend, or we can go to a betting platform, and both of us give our $100 to the platform, and the platform or the person will check the weather for tomorrow, and it will give $200 to the person who predicted the weather correct. But again, this is not that secure, because what happens if this person, the middleman, the platform, turns greedy? He can run away with the $200, or maybe he can ask us for a transaction fee that he will charge us $50 for providing this service. So why not? Can we create a system which is managed by code itself? And because the code does what it does, what we see is what we get with the code. And so what that's where smart contracts come in. So what we can do is we can say here we can write the smart contract in which it hits a weather API. So it goes to the internet and it accesses a weather API and it checks. So if it's say sunny, it gives 200 to me. If it's rainy, gives 200 to me, to my friend. So that's what's a smart contract. And that contract is actually put on the blockchain, and once anything is put on the blockchain, it can never be changed. So this is actually a really great system, and it's a really secure and foolproof system, and that's the use case of a smart contract. And so what is actually a smart contract? What does a smart contract have? So a smart contract has 5 fields. So we have a timestamp, a sender, a receiver, an amount field, and a data field. So a smart contract has 5 fields. And so what are the use cases? So if what goes in a what are the use cases associated with the things that go into the blockchain? So say we have case 1. In case 1, what happens is like the same as a Bitcoin. So in Bitcoin, I transfer $10 to my friend, 10 Bitcoin maybe, and that happens. So in this case, the sender is the human and the receiver is also human, and the data field is empty. In case 2, what happens is that we have a sender, which is a human, but there is no recipient. So what this means is that we are creating a smart contract, and that is going to go on the blockchain, and the data field contains the code for the smart contract, and this acts like any other user. So that's the second use case in which there is no recipient. And the third use case is that in which we have a sender sending money and a recipient, which is a smart contract. The sender can actually be another smart contract, or it can be a human. So in this case, what happens is that in the data field we have instructions for the execution of the smart contract for a particular smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain. And so that's the case number 3. So these are the 3 cases that are possible, and so that's how things work out in the Ethereum blockchain. So say I want to get some things done. So what I do is, say I am creating a decentralized system for Amazon, say. So what will happen is someone in my team will push a smart contract to the Ethereum blockchain. Then I'll pay something like some ether for the transactions and the creation of the smart contract. So what will happen is that contract will get executed, and now new people are coming in, they are using the platform, the smart contract code will execute it, the people's transaction will be written on the blockchain, some other place on the blockchain, and so that's how things will work out. And so there's another thing associated with with Ethereum, and that is called gas, and it's that price for every contract. So say we have a for loop, and some logic associated in a smart contract. There's some price associated for its execution. Then say we have another code that's used, another thing in the smart contract that accesses disk storage. So for that there's some other price, and the unit in which all these things are paid is called gas. And when we write a smart contract, then we actually specify some maximum limit as well. So say because say I write a code which has some which goes to an infinite loop, and that might not be good for me because all my balance is going to go out. So we can specify a max gas limit, that say I want 2000 gas or something, and so that if some bug happens in my code, my wallet balance will not go down to 0. Yeah, that's how actually how what is Ethereum and how Ethereum works. So stay tuned for further videos. I will go down into Ethereum development using Solidity and other things, that like how to build a wallet, how to maybe launch an ICO, what is an ICO. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. If you have any doubts, ask in the comments. Yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.